2001 was the time. Hideo Miyazaki, Joe Hisaishi. The song is called One Summer's Day in English, from Spirited Away. And yes, you can get a copy of this score from this book or the one I've linked in the description below. This is the Japanese publication version from the Yamaha Music Media Corporation. You can certainly get your copy of this. I will be using the score for teaching purposes, but you can certainly purchase this book that is available on Amazon, linked in the description below. Enough of that, because I know you're going to want to learn how to play on your cello One Summer's Day from Spirited Away. Let's begin at B right here, and let's commence with the middle half of the bow. You lift your bow, return back to the middle. Back to the middle again. Once again. A little hollow. Back. You'll notice that I have added a line here in the music right above the C natural to really emphasize the length of that note. I have also modified slightly the bowings from the original part because I found the phrasing to be a little bit nicer, especially at the beginning. I'm going to start right here at C, showing the bow technique without stopping. Removing the bow, beginning in the middle of the bow, allowing the fingers to be in addition to the wrist and elbow flexion, staying primarily in the middle to upper half of the bow. Now here, you want to do this big legato slur up. That's that nice slide. And then for the next two notes, you want to remain in the upper half of your bow. Once more in measure 19. Keep it in the upper half. We continued on in measure 21, D, staying in the upper half of the bow, because you're going to need to save your bow for all of these notes. And there you go, back to the tip again, and then returning back to the fourth position from the upper half. And then remaining in the upper half. Why? You have that long note that brings you to the lower half. That brings you to the middle of the bow. Going into 24. A bow lift, and the MH right there stands for middle half. I know, that's just the way we write. And so we're going to lift our bow and not go to the talon, but to the middle half, and play this very nice, sweet 1, 2, 3. Remain in the tip of the bow, the upper half, because for these next 4 measures, starting in letter E, that is measure 29, you begin here. And here's a long one. And then keep it a lower half. Just let the bow play itself out. As you notice, I'm playing most of this in the upper half of the bow, the expressive part of the bow. And then this triplet will bring you back to the talon. And then we go to the very end. So let's talk about the very end of this piece. You should want to be nice and soft, starting in the middle half of the bow for that last bit. just let the bow play itself out. I think it's time we learn the fingerings, and that requires a cello change. But while I do this, may I ask you to please consider subscribing and turning on the bell notifications to keep up to date with my channel. Also, if you're interested in online cello lessons with me, you can experience the Cello Coach Studio right now. It's always better just to send me an email and then we'll start talking. I love doing this. I've been teaching for quite a long time. And I invite you to consider it because you will have full access to my library of music. And if you're interested in getting this music here, the Cello Studio Ghibli, the link is also in the description below. Now, enough of this talk and chatter. Let's learn the fingerings. This is an Anna's Design cello. 3 dots means the first position. 3 dots here means the fourth position. 3 dots here is the harmonic. All these will be used. You'll see a lot of the lower third position, which straddles both the first and the fourth. You'll see some of the lower second. Fourth position, of course. Fifth position will make a cambio, and same for half position. Linked right here is a playlist to the positions. You need to learn them. They're super important. Now, let's learn the fingerings. I'm going to commence through each of the rehearsal letters. First, rehearsal letter B to rehearsal letter C, which is measure 5 to measure 13. We start here in the lower third position, 3, 3, then 3, 1 on the G, 3 on the A, 1 on the D, 3 on the A back, so you're not having to do any extensions or string crossings there, just 1 very nicely. The next part is in the first position, 4, 4, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, so those are G, F, G, C, G, F, E, F, and then a D and an E. So 9 is all in the first position, F natural, and then we 0, 1, 2, continuing in the first position into measure 10, and then once again ending in measure 11 with a 2, 2 across. You'll see a black bar right here, and that indicates in my pedagogy a bar technique. You keep your fingers depressed down on 2 strings. To keep the clarity of the notes. Continuing on at 13, the 3 on the A. You're going to have wonderful sympathetic resonance from your open A, yes? So I suggest to mute the open A. Allow your fingers to lie on the A string so you don't have that. Otherwise, you may have a little bit of a buzz of the A string. Less so much on electric cello, but more acute on an acoustic. So allow your fingers to lie. For the clarity of the tone. And then here, we're going up to the fourth position, and then extending back. So practice that part. It's an extended fourth position, 4 on the C, 2 on the B flat, 1 on the A flat, signature Hisaishi sound, G, dropping the 3 on the A, back to the B flat on the second finger, fourth position, and then continuing in measure 21, fourth position. 4, 4, 4, 4, 2, 1, no extension, back to the upper second position, but it's an extended second position to the F natural. That's why you see the little X right here. Yeah. And then going once again, 1, 2, 4 to the fourth position, staying on the D string, 4, 2, 1, back to this second position, it's extended. And then continuing to 25, staying there, dropping in the first position, 4, 0, 2. Hope that's clear for you. Then we finish up the phrase with the fifth position, 1, 2, 3. That's my chicken foot. Foghorn has made another appearance. Anyway, 1, 2, 3 in the extended fifth position. This is what those X's mean right here. And then going back to the lower third position, D natural, to the F natural. I'll play that for you starting in measure 21, rehearsal letter D. Back to fourth. Make that extension right there. There it is. So that came back to the first position here. And then here we go. Make the big hand, your chicken foot. It's a lovely part. Now, if you're unable to do that, you have an option to play 2 on the F, 4 on the G, harmonic style, the A, back to lower third. 1, 4. I prefer. Why vibrato? Because you want to add vibrato to this, that top note right there. You really want to keep it nice and sweet. Continuing in rehearsal E, we begin in the first position, and after much debate we have discovered in the studio, measure 30, end of the page, it's better to play this chromatic B flat, A flat, G, in the descending order of the lower third position, then dropping into the half position, really making those fingers nice and wide. We have G flat, B flat, D flat, C natural, going up to the lower third, D to E, and then here, finishing out the page in the fourth position back to first. 2 on the F, 4, 2, 1, and then back to first. The next page starts in measure 34, first position, extended back. So keep that nice expansion here. And then you have to match the C here with the C here. Very important, okay? And it's also an extended position, extended fourth position. That is what the X's mean, by the way. And then we shift to the lower second position. Lower second is first, shifting up 1/2 step. No extensions here. C natural, D flat, E flat. E flat is a +4, it's like a -1. It's an extra integer. In my pedagogy, it does not need an extension. Hence, it is E flat, D flat, D flat, C, D flat, and then C, D flat, E flat, shifting to the lower third position, extended to the D flat. This is where it all happens. F, D flat, E, back to F again, and then sometimes I remained in lower third, but I'm going to, for simplicity, stay with the partition here. It will be in the fourth position, 2, 1, 2, 4. Then doing a beautiful slide, 2, 1, 2, 1. That's a C to F, E, F. I'll play all that for you now. So starting in fourth, and then this is where you want to shift to the lower third position, chromatic down. Then we're to the half position. And then lower third, fourth position, finishing out the page. And then here, extended first position, fourth position extended on the second string. Very important that we do that. Then a C natural, once again matching once. Here, continuing, lower second. Then do that whole step, shift to the extended third position, ending the line here. You're going to continue in that position. And then fourth position if you wish. Now I won't stop, I'll just play straight through from rehearsal C to the coda sign. And if you're wondering what the coda sign is, it is this symbol right here. I put a violet marking below, and the coda is down here. You go straight to the coda. Yes, I made a video about a road map. I suggest you watch it. It's about these sort of things. Check it out. It's linked in the corner of the screen. So here we go. Rehearsal C. And of course the end in the lower third, as indicated. And that's how you can play on your cello One Summer's Day from Spirited Away, the 2001 film from Hideo Miyazaki and the pen of the wonderful Joe Hisaishi. Available in this book, linked in the description below. This is the Japanese version, only available in regional Japan. You can certainly get your own copy from the Yamaha Music Media Corporation, linked in the description below. It's the same thing, except for the cover's different. And yes, I want to thank you for spending your time with me here on the channel, enjoying the music of Studio Ghibli. And I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, morning, night, wherever you are in the world. Know that you are blessed. And playing cello is a wonderful thing. So if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment as to how Studio Ghibli may have touched your life. It certainly has touched mine. My favorite film in the world, of all time, is a Ghibli film. And for those of you out there, what is the Ghibli film before there was Ghibli? It concerns us as players of this instrument. One day I'll make a top 10 list of music movies you should watch to inspire you to play cello and music in general, but that's another time, another day. For now, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, and thank you for traveling along this part of your journey of music discovery with me, Jonathan, and the Cello Coach Studio. Bye-bye for now.